Deserved suffering is a myth that dominates human sentiments. Most people take it for granted that someone can deserve suffering. But oh, how wrong they are. Like so much that is etched into common consciousness, this idea is an idiocy. One commits an evil and is made to suffer, not because they deserve to suffer, but in order to discourage others from committing such evil. Punitive measures are not about they who committed the evil, they are about they who may follow in their footsteps. But some mistook this for a metaphysical reality of guilt and punishment. And so was born retribution. Punishment that is about they who committed the evil, not they who may follow in their footsteps. Punishment that occurs not for the sake of discouraging evil, but for the sake of hurting the evil. Punitive measures were used to discourage evil. Some observers lacked any appreciation for consequence. They saw such punishment and assumed that it was derived from a metaphysical reality of guilt and vengeance. They took the punishment as evidence of such a metaphysical reality, and so they began to punish for the sake of punishing. They caused suffering not to discourage evil. They caused suffering out of hatred of those who committed evil, and so they came to themselves commit an evil. They created needless suffering. They responded to evil with evil. They answered cruelty with cruelty. They addressed brutality with brutality. They punished depravity with depravity. They did not do it to discourage. They did it out of an emotional desire to make suffer. Very often this was the same motivation that inspired the one who they punished. They punished the bloodthirsty emotional impulse with an expression of the bloodthirsty emotional impulse. They encouraged that which they condemned. They did not discourage evil, they legitimized it. They encourage and enjoy the very bloodthirsty brutality that they despise. They are the enemies of an evil man, but not the evil that he committed or the motions that encouraged him. They hate the man with whom they share both their intentions and their actions. Retribution is self-hatred as criminal justice. One punishes emotional bloodlust with emotional bloodlust. One punishes impulsive violence with impulsive violence. One punishes hateful sadism with hateful sadism. One punishes unjustified brutality with unjustified brutality. One becomes what one despises. These are my observations. There is no such thing as deserved suffering. The idea of deserved suffering is emotional, bloodthirsty nonsense. Suffering is not good. This sentiment is sadistic filth. It drips with blood. Rewards and punishments have never been about the rewarded or the punished. They are about those who follow in their footsteps. They are about encouraging certain behavior. They are a tool, but many have misunderstood them, confused them for a metaphysical reality of guilt, consciousness, and justice. In truth, they exist as a practical tool for encouraging certain behavior and nothing more. Reject the emotional desire for bloodshed. This desire is the basis of so much evil. It is not the answer to evil. Reject the bloodthirsty desire for revenge. This desire is the basis of so much evil. It is not the answer to evil. Retribution is not a solution to evil. Retribution is not an answer to evil. Retribution is evil.